Hello students, welcome back with your chemistry sir, Rajkumar Juppa sir. Today we will discuss the topic from the +1 chemistry, and today's topic is the resonance effect, that is also known as the mesomeric effects. Today we will talk on this topic and learn about the resonance effect and mesomeric effects. Now we will start our topic, resonance effect. What is the resonance effect? The flow of electron, the flow of electron from one part of conjugated system to another part, creating center of low and high electron density due to resonance is called the resonance effect. And this resonance effect is created due to the presence of a electron donating and electron withdrawing group in the conjugated system. What is the conjugated system? The system which contain the alternate double bond and single bond is called the conjugated system. Just like we take the example of vinyl chloride. This is vinyl chloride, and this resonance effect are of the two type. First is the positive resonance effect, and second is the negative resonance effect. It is of the two type. This resonance effect of the two type, positive resonance effect, this is represented by plus R, and negative resonance effect, that is represented by minus R. In the positive resonance effect, when a electron donating group join to a conjugated system, this is a conjugated system, this is a carbon-carbon double bond is present, and this is the chlorine, and it has the lone pair of the electron present over it, and it will donate the electron to the conjugated system this way, and its next resonance structure is this, due to which this electron donate the electron to the conjugated system, so a positive charge will be appear and a negative charge will appear on this carbon atom. This phenomena of creating low and high electron density center within the conjugated system due to the presence of electron donating group is called the positive resonance effect. Now, which kind of the group can show positive resonance effect? Just like alcohol, thioalcohols, ethers, and amines, primary amines, secondary amines, and tertiary amines. You can say any chemical species that bears the lone pair of the electron, or it can donate the electron to the conjugated system, and this donation of the electron to the conjugated system is known as the plus resonance effects. And the phenomena of withdrawing the electron from a conjugated system is called the negative resonance effect, and it is represented by the minus R effect. We take the example of negative resonance effect. In that we will take a conjugated system just like this, and negative resonance effect is shown by the electron withdrawing group, just like nitro group, nitrile group, and carbonyl group, aldehyde groups, these are electron withdrawing in nature. For example, this is the ketone, aldehyde, carboxylic group, and cyanides and nitro group. These are electron withdrawing in nature. This withdraw the electron from the conjugated system. Just like this is a conjugated system and this is a nitrile group. Nitrogen is more electronegative than this carbon. It withdraw the electron and it bear the negatively charge, and the electron will be transferred to this position. So now its next resonating structure is this become negatively charged and a positive charge will be appear on this carbon atom. This phenomena of creating the low and high electron density center is called the resonance. In this conjugated system, the electron is withdrawal from the conjugated system. That's why it is known as the minus R resonance effect. This resonance effect is of the two type, plus R and minus I. Why we study these effects? Because during the chemical reactions it affect their reactivity, sometimes it's affect the directive influence and stability of the various compounds. That's for this explanation we required. That's why we'll study the resonance effect. In that series, our next topic is the hyperconjugation. Let me study hyperconjugation effect. Hyperconjugation effects. This hyperconjugation effect is the reverse of the inductive effect when a alkyl group join to a conjugated system. That is known as a hyperconjugation. When a alkyl group join to a conjugated system, the order of inductive effect of alkyl group get reversed. This is known as the hyperconjugation effect, and this is also known as the Baker-Nathan effect. And this hyperconjugation effect is always takes place in a conjugated system to which a alkyl group is joined to it. Just like we take the example of the alkyl group, tertiary alkyl group, secondary alkyl group, and primary alkyl group. When this joined to a conjugated system, the order of the inductive effect get reversed this way. This is due to the hyperconjugation effect. What is actually the hyperconjugation effect? Hyperconjugation effect is the movement of sigma electrons to a conjugated system. Movement of sigma electron to a conjugated system. That is known as the hyperconjugation. Let us understand with the help of a example. Just like I take the example of propene. This is a conjugated system, and next to it this is a carbon. This carbon is known as the alpha carbon, and hydrogen joined to this carbon is known as the alpha hydrogen. This is the pi electrons and these pi electrons are involved in conjugation with this the sigma electrons of this carbon hydrogen bond. The electron will transfer here, this become negatively charged, and the electron from this sigma bond is transferred to this carbon, and this involvement of the movement of sigma pi electron. This is the sigma pi electron movement, and it form a resonating structure just like this. This is a type of a resonance. This hydrogen bear the positive charge, and this hydrogen is not set free. This is in conjugation with this pi electrons. This hydrogen is in conjugation with this pi electron, and it is not set free, and it cannot move away. Now, how many conjugated structure we can obtain from this propene? We can obtain the 3 conjugative system. It depends on the number of alpha hydrogen present on the alpha carbon. This is a alpha carbon. On this the 3 hydrogens are present. It means 3 hyperconjugative structure may be possible. So in the next structure the electron will be transferred here. The next hyperconjugative structure is this. This hydrogen attached family attached. Now this hydrogen undergo hyperconjugation with this sigma pi electron transfer, and the next is this way we can prove that is a 3 hyperconjugative structure is possible. And what is the why we study the hyperconjugation? Hyperconjugation is studied to explain the number of effects. In that, first we explain the directive influence of the alkyl group on the benzene ring. Methyl group, first significance of the hyperconjugation is the directive influence of methyl group on benzene. Let us we take a structure. This is a benzene and a methyl group attached to it. Now this methyl group is ortho-para-directing in nature. This can be explained with the help of. Now student, we can explain the directive influence of this alkyl group on this benzene ring. This methyl group direct the incoming electrophiles at the ortho and para position, because it increase the electron density on ortho and para position, and this electron density is increased by the hyperconjugation effect. Now this is a carbon-carbon double bond, and this is a alpha carbon, and this is the alpha hydrogens, and these alpha hydrogens are involved with this benzene ring. There is a transfer of sigma electron to the conjugated system, and this electron density is created at the ortho position, and this hydrogen get positively charged, and it is not set free for the movement because it involved in the hyperconjugation with this pi electrons. There is a sigma pi electron transfer, and a negative charge is appear at the ortho positions. Now this negative charge is delocalized all over the benzene ring, and electron density will be created at ortho and para positions. Now in the next structure electron will be transferred to this position. You are able to see here the electron density is present at ortho and ortho, para, ortho positions. This explain the directive influence of the alkyl group to ortho and para position to the incoming electrophiles. This is due to the hyperconjugation. This directive effects we can explain by means of the hyperconjugation. Sometime there is a shortening of the carbon double bond takes place due to the hyperconjugation. This will be we also explain on the basis of the hyperconjugation structure. Shortening of bond length. Just like we take the example of a propene, and experimentally we find that this carbon-carbon bond length is 154 picometer and this is a 134 picometer, but actually this carbon-carbon bond length is decreased and it is shortened now, and this is due to the hyperconjugation. This carbon undergo hyperconjugation, and this is the sigma pi electron transfer, and the bond length get short. See this carbon hydrogen become positively charged and electron will be transferred to this position, and this has the double bond characteristics. This represent the shortening of the double bond. So we can explain easily why the shortening of the bonds takes place at this position. It is due to the hyperconjugation. We can use the concept of hyperconjugation to explain the stability of the alkene, to find out which alkene is the more stable. Stability of alkene. Now we take the example of but2-ene and but1-ene. This is the example of but2-ene and this is but1-ene. In that I will try to explain which alkene is more stable. In that you will see this part. This is a carbon double bond, and this carbon is known as the alpha carbon, and it involved in the hyperconjugation with these pi electrons. Similarly, this is alpha carbon, and similarly this is also the alpha carbon. How many alpha hydrogens are present? 3 here, 3 here. It means we can form 6 hyperconjugative structure. Hyperconjugative structure in but2-ene. But in case of the but1-ene, this is the carbon-carbon double bond, and this carbon is known as the alpha carbon. At this place we can have only 2 alpha hydrogens. It means we can form 2 hyperconjugative structures only. 2 hyperconjugative structures, and more will be the hyperconjugative structure, more will be the stability. It means we can say but2-ene is the more stable than that of the but1-ene on the basis of their hyperconjugative structures, because but2-ene has the 6 hyperconjugative structures and but1-ene has only 2 hyperconjugative structures. That's why we can easily say that the but2-ene is more stable than that of the but1-ene. Now after this we will study about the reaction intermediates. Reaction intermediates. What is the reaction intermediates? The chemical species that is formed during a chemical reaction that are short lived, but we cannot isolate from the mixture. These are known as the reaction intermediates. These reaction intermediates are highly reactive, and these are responsible for the various properties, and we can explain on the behalf of these reaction intermediates only. And the number of reaction intermediates are formed during the chemical reaction, just like carb cation, carbanion, carbenes, nitranes. These are the reaction intermediates that form during a chemical reaction. Now today first we discuss about the कार्बोकेशन. पहले आज हम बात करेंगे कार्बोकेशन के बारे में. कार्बोकेशन. What is carbocation? The chemical species which has positively charged carbon and bear 6 electron in the valence shell, that is known as the carbocation. A carbocation is formed by the heterolytic cleavage. Just I take the example of a tertiary butyl chloride. This is a tertiary butyl chloride, and if there is a heterolytic cleavage takes place, in that we get a positively charged chemical species and a negatively charged. This positively charged chemical species is known as a carbocation, because it is this chemical species has the positively charged, and there is a 6 electron in the valence shell. 2, 4, 6 electron in the valence shell. This is known as a carbocation, and a carbocation is formed by the heterolytic cleavage. Now a classification of the carbocation. Carbocations are of the 3 types: primary, secondary and tertiary carbocation. This is primary, this is secondary, and this is the tertiary carbocation. These carbocation are the 3 types. This is primary, this is secondary, and this is tertiary carbocation. And the stability order of carbocation is tertiary is more stable than that of the secondary and than that of the primary. On what behalf we can explain the stability of the carbocation? First we can explain the stability of a carbocation on the basis of the inductive effect. These are the methyl groups, and this donate the electron to this positively charged carbon atom, and this show plus I inductive effects. So how many alkyl groups are there? 1, 2, 3. Here there is a plus 3 inductive effects. Their number is 3. It means it deminimize and minimize the quantity of the positive charge at this carbon, pinpoint charge, and it increase the stability. Here the inductive effect is less than that from there. It has only 2 alkyl groups and there is no alkyl group. First due to the presence of the inductive effects, more the number of alkyl group, minimum will be the charge and maximum will be the stability. Second, we can explain the stability of this carbocation by means of a hyperconjugation. hyperconjugation. And in this we can explain with the help of a hyperconjugation. Stability of this alkyl groups. More the number of alkyl group, more will be the hyperconjugative structures. Like secondary butyl, we will take the example of the secondary butyl carbocation. This carbon is positively charged, and here is a p orbital. There is a transfer of electron to at this position, and this hydrogen, the sigma electrons are transferred to this p orbital, and this is formation of the transfer of the sigma electron to the pi system, and this is involved in the hyperconjugation. This is a hyperconjugation. In the next time, the electron will be transferred from this carbon to this position. And how many structures are possible from one alkyl group? 3. 1, 2, 3. How many alkyl groups are there? 1, 2, 3. It means 9 hyperconjugative structures are possible here, and this is the most stable one. In secondary, there is only 6 hyperconjugative structures are possible. In case of primary, there is no hyperconjugative structures are possible. That's why the most stable one is the tertiary carbocation is the more stable, than that of the secondary, than that of the primary. In this way we can explain the stability order of this carbocation, and the reactivity order of this carbocation is primary is more reactive than secondary than tertiary. This is their reactivity order. After this we will study about their structure. Structure of a carbocation. This carbon is sp2 hybridized, and it has the trigonal planar structure. Here is the angle of the 120 degree, and one of the p orbital that is empty and lying perpendicular to the plane, and this carbon is the positively charged, and it is sp2 hybridized. This is the structure of a carbocation. In this video we will study up to this only. Thank you, have a nice day, and you will regularly watch the video, subscribe it and share with your friends. Thank you, have a nice day.